Congregation of the Sisters of the Little Flower of Bethany was founded in the year 1921 on 16th July by Reverend Father R.F.C. Mascarenhas, the then parish priest of St. Sebastian Church, Bindur, Mangalore. This indigenous congregation was founded by an Indian priest under the inspiration of the Holy Spirit to cater to the needs of the church and the society reading the signs of the time. A congregation's spirituality can be found out only by probing the mystery of Christ as he is transmitted to us by our founder. Every daughter of Bethany is called to follow the spirituality of the founder. The servant of God, R.F.C. Mascarenhas, the founder of Bethany, was obsessed with this project of God for himself, for Bethany, and for God's people. The driving force that forces the Bethany sisters to go ahead is the spiritual nourishment that evolves from a three-pronged spiritual dimension, namely the spirituality of Mother Mary, Little Flower, and Bethany Saints. The southern province of Bethany congregation, constituted in the year 1986, is dedicated to the Blessed Sacrament, and sisters, energized from its great fathom of love, move forward, actualizing the dream of our beloved founder. We spend our time before the Blessed Sacrament throughout the day, which in turn empowers us to be effective instruments in our mission, thus playing the roles of Mary and Martha of Bethany. In following our personal vocation, answering God's invitation to follow Jesus Christ, Bethany has an excellent model gifted by our founder, our Blessed Mother. She is actually the best model that we can think of because she can help us to live in the presence of the Holy Spirit, and she can teach us how to live from our faith. Mary is our model of faith. We have to follow her example in the Annunciation and practice our personal and familiar faith to experiment the real presence of God in our personal life and in our communities.
Behold the handmaid of the Lord, today and every day. Behold the handmaid of the Lord, today and every day.
Our founder wanted our spirituality to be rooted firm in the steadfastness of the little flower. Therefore, from the very beginning, the little flower has been invoked as the patroness and sought to be particularly imitated by the daughters of Bethany. Saint Therese saw that God had a father's heart. And growing up in a very affectionate home, she knew that a good father helps out his little children. And seeing clearly that God is an infinitely good father, she realized that her littleness and weakness would draw down the Father's help. She realized she could trust God, her Father, because she was a child, a daughter of a father. She saw she could take God by love. This fatherhood is fervently lived by the Father Founder and sets the model of all followers. Therese's little way of transforming love, the mainspring of every action, requires the profound, constant, and universal mortification of self-love and self-interest. It is a little way, but with huge implications for growth in holiness. The sweet little way is a death to self. Reinforcing Therese's little way, therefore, is an ardent love of God expressed by a sacrificial life. She was not a vehement orator. She was not a builder. She was not occupying high positions in the society. But being constrained within the four walls of the Carmel, she was able to surpass the man-made boundaries and permeate the spirit of Jesus, thus becoming a great doctor of the church. Her little ways of spirituality enable her to be the heart of the church. Reliving the spirituality of Saint Therese, the daughters of Bethany tried to reach out to the needy within the status quo. Mankind in the third millennium is the hero of an electronic era. Presence of God is too much for them as they turn their back on reality with the false belief that He has brought all powers of nature under His feet. To bear witness to the truth and to live the kingdom values is the greatest challenge today. Christ, who did not consider His equality with God, emptied Himself and assumed the nature of man to fulfill the will of God, becomes a model in the journey of faith. Ignited by the spiritual fervor of the little flower, it is our call to keep it ever.